Hi, this is Catherine Rose. I'm with Board Game Geek here at SPIEL 2016. I'm sitting here with Henry Jasper from Gremlin Games, and he's here to talk about Perfect Crime. So what is the Perfect Crime?
Okay, so Perfect Crime is a bank robbery board game. It's for 2 to 5 players. You can play either as a semi-co-op with one player playing as the bank, everyone else playing as robbers working together to break into the bank. Or you can play as a fully competitive game, or in about 2 months' time we'll have scenarios out so you can play as a fully co-op game.
Oh, fun! That's great. Lots of versatility.
Yeah, cool.
I like that.
So the way the game works is there's 2 sides. There's the bank and there's the robbers. The game plays in, you have a planning stage and you have a heist phase. During the planning stage, the bank will be building their bank physically. So we'll have, they'll be installing security items like this CCTV camera, or like trundle alarms, or motion detectors, laser tripwires, security doors, all this kind of thing.
That you're trying to avoid and try to get past.
So these are all placed face down, so the robbers can't see where they are, but the bank can. Also, the bank will be installing rooms to upgrade their bank, so ventilation systems to give them more customers, but makes them slightly more vulnerable for the robbers. Armories, research labs, marketing departments, all this kind of thing. The bank also has these kind of like control panels down over here. So these are okay, so the bank also has these control panels just over here, which they can upgrade. So these control the different security items, so the bank can make their CCTV cameras better, give them a better range, make them more able to detect things that the robbers will be carrying. They can equip their guards with tasers, with body armor. They can improve their vault doors to make the lock more complex, the door stronger, and this kind of thing. So that's what all these are. So during planning, the bank will be building and improving the security in their bank.
All right.
The robbers, however, will be, they'll have crew members, which are just over here. They'll be equipping these crew members with equipment to bypass the security, with weapons.
They have the right things they need to get past all these.
Yeah, totally. So we have like different types of locks and different types of doors. So the robbers will need to have specific kit to be able to get through these kind of the security that the bank has installed. We'll be able to get weapons for the robbers so they can take out the guards, plans so they can find sneaky ways to get into the bank, and support items to kind of generally help them, give them a hand if they feel they're having a hard time. Each side is kind of building up and building up and building up. The robbers are strategizing, they're going into the bank to scout, to uncover what security has been installed. The bank is getting stronger. The longer the robbers wait, at some point the robbers need to decide to go in for a heist. They can go early so the bank is weak, but the robbers aren't prepared. They can wait longer so
But then the bank's going to be very well prepared for them, and it's going to be harder to get through.
Okay, so when the robbers go in and they have a heist, as they will physically move through the bank. As they move through the bank, they'll generate suspicion when they're spotted by guards and when they trip security items off. The bank can use suspicion to either further upgrade their systems, or they can get their guards to move in ways which the robbers aren't expecting. The dotted lines that you see on these kind of blueprint boards over here,
they're like the routes that the guards are going to be taking?
Yeah, totally. They're their patrol routes. So their bank can spend suspicion to make the guards suspicious, to investigate things, to make them to move backwards on their patrols, to get them to move off their patrols, and to try and catch the robbers out. Generate enough suspicion and the alarm will be triggered, the police will be called. So the police have a set amount of time that they arrive in, which I can see I've just forgotten to put the piece on for, which is just up here. So there's a countdown for the police to turn up, so the robbers know how long it'll take for the police to turn up. They can increase that, or they can get shorter and shorter depending on how much evidence the robbers have on them. The robbers get evidence by using different bits of kit, so maybe by using like a high pressure drill just over here, or by firing off guns and having bullet casings going everywhere, or if they decide to shoot any guards, they'll generate lots of evidence. So this will be the difference between maybe like a single cop taking a couple of turns to turn up to a fully teamed out kind of SWAT team arriving and trying to take the robbers out. The way the bank plays is, the way the game plays is we have this kind of build up and build up. The robbers will decide to go into the bank, so they'll try and stealth their way in. They might tunnel their way in, they might break into ventilation systems, they might decide to try and blackmail guards, flood the bank with sleeping gas, ram raid it, anything like this. But they'll try and do it so that the bank doesn't notice and doesn't trigger the alarm. If the bank is able to, which they often are, able to thwart the robbers' plans to trigger the alarm, suddenly the robbers need to very quickly recalculate what they're doing. Do they push their luck? Do they get into the vault to get the valuables? Or do they cut their losses and run because they know that the police are turning up? If they wait too long, then the police will start swarming in like a wave, which might be the end for the robbers. The whole point of this game is to make something that is authentic as it possibly can be. So everything you can do in this game is something that real life bank robbers do to break into banks. Also things that you've seen on films where bank robberies have happened. So it's not a game that teaches you how to rob banks. It's just a game that uses the tools and the tricks that bank robbers have to be able to get into banks to play like that.
Fun, and lots of versatility in the game, I can see, but both in the way it plays, all the choices you have, and then also the fact that there are different modes of play.
Yeah, totally. So each of these boards, these are double-sided, there's four of them in the game.
They're modular, right?
Yeah, so there's loads of different options in there. There's loads of different things that the banks can install in their rooms, which can be different each game, and anything that you think you can do for a bank robbery. So whether you're stealthing in, whether you're tunneling in, whether you're
creative as you can be, basically, right?
You can do it in the game. Is
Fantastic.
The idea.
And how many players does it play?
2 to 5 players.
2 to 5, you said that.
Yeah.
And how long?
90 minutes.
Okay, so not too bad.
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you. That looks very interesting. That is Perfect Crime from Gremlin Games.